Good morning. This is Sunday, November the 10th, and I wanted to read about Kamala's energy right now because that's pretty. The left are really in a depressing state right now. They're freaking out. They're taking the same path, the same war path. You see, we have the in the path here, the same path they're taking here, and the path is about the election and how confusing, and they want to move this and find out how it was manipulated, because you see we got the clover in the house, the ship is in the bouquet. What's the gift? They want to find how things were manipulated, how they got conned into this. And above her, you see Kamala's right there, we've got the fox, and that's the institution, the government that is still in power right now. Not Biden, obviously. She's in charge, or anyway, she represents that. And this is the way they're facing each other. You see, they're facing each other there. And that's interesting because in all the other Grand Tableau I did, they were never facing each other. Trump was often at the top facing this way, and she was around the mice, the rats, or the snakes, and even in their separate Grand Tableau. But now I'm putting the Grand Tableau just for her, but I'm seeing there's something that they're moving towards that. You see, they're going to be confronting, and there's going to be something in the center here that this is going to be like a big new breakdown. You see the four cards in the middle. This is going to be big. The public is going to see some big obstacles. And where's the mountain? And it's in the House of Stork. And the public, ooh, that's the House of Park, that represents the people. They're going to start seeing some big challenges that are going to be brought forward because the stork is in the House of Book, and it's going to be about what books? About the law, information, and she's in the House of Letter, and this is the opportunity they're going to take now before we commit to the gentleman, which is the ring. They want to bring this conversation about the fraudulent election. They're taking the same path that the 2020, which is kind of was my first prediction a few months back. I was thinking, for this fraudulent election that it was never dealt, the 2020, which I think Trump is still believe that it's kind of lingering there. It's just pending. Well, here's an opportunity to bring it through them. Through the left, because they're loud mouthed, and they're very loud, and they're nauseous. Look at them cry on social media. It's hilarious. And I mean, these are the deranged ones, obviously. They're really losing it, which is good, because I think even in 2020, a lot of the on the right, they were losing it too. And it surprises me that suddenly, everybody likes Trump more. I wouldn't be surprised in 2020 they still did. But do we know that? Anyway, they're going to be facing each other. They're facing each other. There's a battle for the next few months for sure. I'm not sure how long this is going to last, but he's going this way, she's going this way. Poof, this is like happening. And what's the fate? Well, it's going to be about before they move or flow this man here and the commit for the House here. And the House, they're going to make sure they don't want this guy Trump to be in the House there. They're going to want to shed some light. This is going to be the goal. And they're going to do that. Anchor is in the House of Snake in a very troubling way. And they're going to cause trouble. They want to cause trouble with the law. But it's okay, because this is going to open up a big door. And we don't know what's that going to do. But we know that this is their plan. And a lot of the people on the left, they want that. But it's perfect. They're being trapped into it. They've been trapped always into their beliefs of whatever stupidity they come up with in that on the left side. They're just spelled by it, and they love it, and they go with it. They go with the flow, but they're not realizing they're getting into a trap. This is what's going to happen. It's going to open up a big door, and things are going to change. Now, funny, because also we've got the first three cards. We could see the confusion. And in the House of Writer, when the news, how confused they were, how depressing actually, because this is the reading for the left. The House of Cloud, the card of Cloud is depressing, and where the cloud in the cloud we've got the coffin, and they're broken heart, like they feel dead. They're dying, you know. And this for them is like their pure death. And now they want to set some new goals, and they're gonna take an opportunity to, you know, like, oh, you see in the House of Bear we've got the Trump card here. Well, the fish, to consciousness, or they want to bring to the consciousness something big, like, you know, they're gonna head towards saying this, we can't trust this, we're gonna break it down, we can't trust this, the way it was the elections happened. Because you see, we've got, this is where they're moving, it's in the House of Ship, we've got the clover, and the clover is the election, the ballots and everything. This is what their goal is. Where they're planting this, they're going to plant it right through the heart of the of who's going to be the king here. You know, the king of diamonds, which is Trump. And they want to bring that, and they want us to be recognized. They want to shed some lights on it, and that's the goal. See, because we get the sun here, this is the goal. They want to do this. So there's a confrontation going on here. And all through conversations, because we got the House of Bird, and they're going to be talk, but they're going to use the law, because we've got Kamala in the House of Letter, and the letter here is in the House of Key, which is the opportunity they're going to take to do this. And where's the key? Scythe. They want to cut at it. They want to cut to make sure they want to cut. You see the scythe is in the house. Of house, and they want to make sure that this fish here, him, is not going to come into the house. They'll do everything to do that, but it's an opportunity to see how fraudulent elections were also in the past, and that's where it's going to grow. It's going to grow to see, can we trust the system? Can we trust who we're going to give the keys to if this is how things are? And this is what they're doing. They're at war. They're doing that. There's a whole bunch of left people that are like, say, we're going to be the resistance. Well, they're trapped themselves into that path that needs to be done. And we should be quite rejoiced by that. And I'm quite happy they're doing that, because this is what's going to happen. Now, in 2020, when Trump lost, he's never said that he lost. He always believed that, you know, the elections were rigged. I wouldn't be surprised they were. And he said, see you in 2024 if you're like me or something. At that moment, even when I was listening to all the people on the right saying, oh, he's going to come back, we're going to prove it, this is fraudulent and everything, and there was a gut feeling in me. I said, no. He said that because that's exactly what they're planning to. It takes years to plan for things like this. Now, I want to show you also, I'm just going to put this little cloth here because I want to show you these other cards I just got recently. And I'm going to be using them to call Predictions Deck from Trish James Oracle. Oh my God, her cards, her creations are gorgeous. Now, every time I get a new deck, I shuffle, I look at them, I kind of look at every card, and then I shuffle and I pull 3 cards to see what is this deck going to help me do, where is it taking me right now. I found that this was pretty shocking to see 2 cards very balanced on each side, and look at the explosion around it. It's called Energy Weapon and Surprise Attack. So I think that there's something that we're going to be living in. I have a feeling it's a bit of a prediction that I'm trying to use these cards maybe to sort of look at the energy for month by month with these cards and my grand tableau for each of the candidates, because we're going to be talking about that. And then in the center is downgrade, and it's almost like it's trying to cool off the fire of the confusion and everything, because there's going to be lots of attack. And look at the beautiful cards. They very balance each other. Is one wearing glasses and he's not? It's like, oh my God, he's surprised. He'll even dropped his glasses, but because there's an attack here. And I'm going to show you also a photo of that I just saw of Trump. I'm back. Did you miss me? When I saw that, I went, oh my God, it goes well with these cards. I just saw that this morning, and after I picked these 3 here, I said, yeah, we sure did miss him. Well, he's never left. So it's just kind of, the way they use the media, the images and the colors and everything, it's fascinating. So we have to kind of think about that, you know, like, okay, so these predictive cards are going to be really cool, but I like the idea that I got the downgraded in the center. It's almost like trying to cool things off, trying to stay cool through all this. Open your eyes. It's like, okay, drop your glasses. Your, you know, energy weapon is like, you're looking through lenses. It's like, and then, oh my God, you know, like open up and trying to see what's going on, because the left is, they're gonna just gonna be in shock. They're actually gonna look like deers that just, you know, like have some big lights coming at them. That's exactly what's happening. It's an attack, and it's gonna be an attack that is gonna come from within them, their own goals that they're setting here, as we could see in here. And we could knight the cards. You see, she knights the mountain. So that means already she's putting some challenge forward in the House of Stork. And that's definitely because to cut the keys, so the keys don't is not given to Trump. And this is going to be trying to, like, you know, bringing a lot of stress. It's in the House of Birds. Birds are stressful. And, you know, because the birds are in the ring, and this is what they want to do. They want to create obstacle for this older person, and they want to create all these obstacles so the public sees it, you know, and they wanted them to see it, and they're gonna break it down. They're gonna break it down and create a lot of trouble, and this is gonna grow. The trouble here is that we've got the cross here in the House of Tree. This is where it's growing, and it's, can we trust that? We're gonna break it down for you. You know, that's what they're doing. And here we night here the sun, and we're going to shine some light. This is our goal. We're going to shine some light into it. And that's great. We should be thankful they're doing that, because that's a war. It will be short-lived. We're all just going to be watching it. Let's not too worry about it. The path is a war. Well, there's always been a war, you know, but this is the war that's happening, and they're going to be facing each other. We can knight him, and here is he knights the house. And he has to go through the institution. Sometimes when you knight, you can also look at the cards that you're going through and see, you know, he wants to move it, kick her out, you know, and be the one that we're going to be committed to the house, okay? So, and after that, we go up here, but there's going to be some public, some very overwhelming, there's, even a bear could be an overwhelming situation, and here, like, the public are going to be quite overwhelmed by what's going on. And here we're going to knight here, because they're going to be breaking down lots of information. They're going to be breaking down. There's going to be some things that are going to be breaking down, you know. And here we knight the fish, you see. And the fish is in the House of Bear. That's interesting, because the House of Fish. Now that might also have a little bit to do with financial, because there is the bear could be a finance card, and also there's the fish, and they're together there. That might be something to pay attention, something to do with finance. And also that we've got the ring there in the House of Gentlemen. So that could be something that he's going to be talking about finance. He's trying to help that. This is what he's trying to bring. Also here we've got at the heart the House Child, and or maybe because they're going to be breaking down at the heart, this whole financial situation, there's going to be a collapse, or he's going to help out with it. I'm not sure. And then that's it. Okay, so we can knight him, and we see this. And I think that's pretty much it. We had the 4 cards in the center. We can see that the news is really giving a lot of stress for Kamala on the left, and they're all losing it. And then my last prediction on, well, the concept blue, it's not a prediction, it's just reading the energy. Kamala, I kind of said, oh, she should be nominated. Well, just because nominating her, it would have given an opportunity to, I don't know, to show maybe there was like some manipulation through it. But that's even better, you know, I think, because now they are going to be on the attack to do this. All right, hopefully you like this. This is definitely the gift of, you know, the House of Fox here, and we've got the ship in the House of Bouquet, which is the gift, and we got the Fox here in the House of Tower. This is definitely the gift that they're doing. This really confirms here, these cards here confirms this is their goal they're doing. And we've got the goal here in the House of Snake. You could see this is This is what they were doing. Now, in my last reading, I felt like this is where it's going. Hopefully you understood what I'm saying here, and we're going to be watching this, and I'm going to be using this really cool little prediction deck from Trish James Oracles, and yeah, they're fabulous. Okay, thank you.